How's it going, everyone? It's Quinton from Hunters of Light, and we've got another creative showcase, this time with Christy Strever, who, I mean, I could give you a bit of a background and a this and a that and a whatever, but I'm just going to let her talk. She's energetic. She's crazy. When she starts talking, it's like 16 words in 4 seconds. It's I mean, it's magic. The energy is magic. Yeah, exactly. No commas, no full stops, and I'm talking like that as well now. So I mean, I saw her food selfies, and I thought to myself, well, I really want to know more. Looked into them, saw a couple more of them, and then said, listen, you've got to come onto the Hunters of Light. People have got to know about this. They've got to see what you're doing, and hear how, where, what, who, etc. So today we are talking about food selfies, the how, where, why, etc. And yeah. Enough about me. This is about Christy's artwork. So Christy, over to you. Do you want to give us a little bit of a who you are, where, why, and then let me know when you're ready. We'll share your screen.
Okay, perfect. Hey everyone. Hello. And Quinton, thank you so much for having me. He asked me quite a while to do this, and I was chickened out, and finally now I'm here, and I'm very happy and excited. So thank you. So my name is Christy Strever, and I am known on Instagram as the Food Selfie Queen for one of my accounts. It's something I started, I think it's almost 3 years ago now, and it's been an amazing adventure. It's really gotten my photography out there and my name out there, and literally all I do is paint my face and put food on me and take pictures. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else or if we should get straight to showing the pictures.
Well, how did you start? What made you decide? Right, I'm going to do selfies, and I'm going to use food, as opposed to portraits of myself in the mountains at sunset.
So it's not really an exciting story. I mean,
okay, then you're going to need to spice it up a little bit.
As an artist, we all have our roller coaster moments, and I always come up with the most creative ideas when I'm in my lowest moments. So I was going through a really hard time. I had no money, and then I saw this picture on Pinterest with this girl on the beach with a pineapple on her head, and she just looked so fun, and it just looked like such a fun picture. Oh, sorry, my computer's jumping. And I thought, no, I just want to take a picture with a pineapple on my head and see how it goes from there.
Yeah.
So I put a little, I actually taped, because my photoshopping skills weren't that good. So I taped a piece of white fabric onto the wall, and then I set up my tripod. I didn't have lights or anything. And then I took pictures of myself, and then I started just getting creative with makeup. I saw Cristina Otero.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen her work.
Yeah,
she is phenomenal. And when she was 16, she did a tutti, frutti series. So I took a lot of ideas from that. And then as I got more comfortable, I started looking at her work and then putting my own ideas into it. It was more just to get a bit of an idea. And then finally I got to the stage where I could just do my own thing and make my own creations. Half the time, I don't know how I made what I did. Like, I look at some of my pictures and I just think, yeah, I don't know how I got there. But it's been an amazing ride. So,
and how
the makeup.
Sorry, carry on.
Oh no, I was just going to say, what I really learned, and it taught me about portrait photography, photographing people, is makeup is essential. It's really important to have it, and proper makeup as well, because you want to save on your editing time. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, you were saying, I don't know if you want to add it in later or not, but you were saying that that you've done half and half on your makeup.
Yes. So unfortunately, I don't know if you guys can see it. Now, this half is normal face, no makeup. Now, the reason I wanted to do this was for also the guy photographers. It's two things that I used, right? It's just this. Oh, I've just got to show it. It's just like a base palette, and then because if you can have it for your models, and it's really easy to do, it will change your pictures.
Yeah.
Just those two things. So that's I've got to remember which side of my face. The normal side. And then over here, if you can see, to contour, this part is really important, to put the dark in there and pick that up, because I don't have great some people don't really have too much structure, so it's nice to add it. And just that little bit, I mean, it took me 2 minutes to do this, and it will totally change a picture.
Absolutely. And I wanted to know, has this gone viral in any way, your pictures?
So when I had under 500 followers, I was tagging, so I used to be a chef, and I was tagging Gordon Ramsay in the pictures because I was trying to see how I can get these pictures out there.
Yeah.
And I just started tagging celebrity chefs and stuff like that. And Gordon Ramsay then started liking a couple of my pictures. I was very excited about that. And then he followed me. So that was quite big. He still follows me, even though I don't really post. I promise you I did. I had like a 15-minute little anxiety. I was just like, I can't speak. I phoned my sister. And yeah, but I mean, you know, I don't post really anymore. But I am looking to try get back into something.
Yeah. No, I absolutely love them. So I'm really glad that you finally agreed, and we're going to get to hear a little bit of the backstory and see some images. So should I share your screen? Yeah. All right, here we go. There we go.
Okay, I'm just going to wait for the little. There we go. Okay, so this is, as you can see, like in my glasses, you've got the reflection of the tripod, but I mean, there you get the idea, the pineapple on the head, and then I just did this. So I'm just going to flick through a couple of the beginning ones. You can see, and then you'll see how much my makeup and everything evolved. So there I didn't have anything. And then here I used watercolor paint because I was too broke to get any form of paint. I was painting watercolors, so I used watercolor, and then I enhanced that in Photoshop. It was next to impossible to do. I mean, I really struggled, but this and you can see I was using a green piece of paper as my backdrop because you can see it in my hair.
Yeah, I can see the overflow from the green screen.
And I don't know how to. I mean, my photoshopping skills they weren't good then. And then they started to get a bit better. This is I did enjoy those shoots, but honey just got everywhere because it just drips all over. And, you know, I'm using a cable to take the pictures, and that cable just gets clogged with like honey, and I've got cream and all sorts of stuff. So now this is Cristina Otero. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I didn't change much her picture is much better, but I love this photo because it's quite simple. And then also you can see around my hair and that, I mean, I was just I wasn't really taking time to edit properly. Okay, just want to explain this photo quickly.
It's amazing when you look back at stuff that you did however long ago, and you know, you can either cringe or you can kind of go, well, you know what, that's pretty good. And look how much I've grown, you know. So I mean, take that out of it.
No, exactly. I mean, I love going back and just seeing how much I've grown with makeup, with editing, with styling, you know, everything. So now this picture that's on my screen at the moment, I had my tripod set up. I was standing in the bath, and I had to get one of my friends to come and throw the milk onto me. But now the thing is, I have to time this correctly because now I'm taking the picture, I have to look at the camera, and I have to time it as that milk hits me. Hence why I'm pulling a face like a horse, because I was just so overwhelmed. There was just so much going on. There I got another photo. I don't actually have it in the slideshow from the same shoot, which is a much better one. But it was just something fun. And yeah, I mean, it was great fun, very messy.
Was that milk, what do you call it, throw?
Milk powder.
There we go.
Milk powder.
There we go. But was that, how many chances did you have? Was it one shot?
No, that had to be the first shot because my hair was dry, as you can see. I didn't want my lashes to get messed up. So it was essential that I got it in the first one, because after that, my hair would have been makeup, everything and having platinum blonde hair like that, it's very unhealthy, and it's like straw. So when it gets wet, it doesn't look pretty. Wow. So I had to get it in the first shot.
Well, that's what I thought. I mean, I thought, well, either your Photoshop skills had gotten like seriously good, and you combined the shot and one of the milk shots, etc. Or it was one shot, and if it was one shot, holy moly!
Yeah, I was very relieved to at least get that shot because look, it was on continuous, and I didn't have great lights in the bathroom, so it was the best one that we could get.
Yeah, very cool.
And then when I was really going through my food selfie phase, I was incredibly dedicated. So when I went away on events, and I'm talking like 5-day events, you know, when you work in conferences and you work like 16 to 18-hour days, you are full on. But I made time. This picture here was taken at midnight. No, it was taken at a lunch break. My clients had a whole bunch of lollipops from their team build, and I asked if I could take them.
Yeah.
And then I quickly went back to my room, and I did this in about, 20 minutes. Put it together,
Sure.
took the picture, and then went straight back to working. A bit sticky, but I mean, I went straight back. So the dedication was definitely there, but you can see the paint around my eye, that it's watercolor. So it's still, I wasn't using body paint yet. And that's why it doesn't look nice and thick and photo ready. It's because it's definitely not the right paint.
Yeah, and how did you? I mean, what made you change? It was just experience, and you finally learned that this was the way to do it.
As soon as I got paid from this job that I was photographing on, I went and I bought myself vegan makeup and for photography. So it's Crayolan makeup, and it's amazing for photography. Look, it is. I don't wear it during the day with all of this heavy, because it is quite heavy, but it's great for photos. So as soon as I got Crayolan and started doing all the face painting, you'll see the difference of how the quality just improved. Yeah,
sure.
This was actually on the same. This picture was from the same shoot. It was, I think, 2 days later. This one was taken at midnight. I'd had a 16-hour day, and I'd bought that pumpkin with me from Joburg because I wanted to do a shoot with it. And it was just a little mini pumpkin. There's a special name for it. It's on my Instagram. But yeah, and then just quickly painted the little mouse and did the picture, and then off to bed. The dedication was unreal.
Sure.
Now, this one is one of my favorite ones because I was in Uniondale with my dad. I didn't really I'd done quite a few food selfies, and I was running out of ideas. So I went to a sunflower field and just chopped off that little bit and then stuck so I used this, I don't know if can you see me?
Hold on a second, let me swap that. There we go. Now we can see you.
This Pritz craft glue, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if you,
this
stuff, that's what I put around on my eyes and around over here. It's actually pretty incredible. I mean, it's non-toxic, and it is for kids. So that's what I use for that. And then
was this the first one that you started using pieces of the whatever you call it, the hero item?
When I started getting creative. Yeah. So I wanted to start, really, before I was always just holding stuff next to my face. Now I wanted to start, and that's why I love this picture, because it was the first one, and it just came out so well. Okay, this took me like 2 days to make these things. It's all jelly tots, and I don't know what they were, like a fancy jelly tots, the big ones.
And
but
why did it take 2 days? How many did you eat? You put one on and eat one, put one on and eat one.
No, trust me, I munched them afterwards, and I did eat quite a few, because it's so finicky. And to try to make that because I made like a headpiece, and when you're pushing jelly tots and that, okay, and also 2 days, because I was also working between this, so I could only really work in the evening or whatever it is. But pushing the jelly tots through, you can see on the Alice band on the wire, just it's like gets so sticky, and then it's very difficult to push them all through. You can see a lot of them started losing sugar because I was trying to pull them down. But this picture looks great in black and white, funny enough.
This one, I mean, I don't know if they're sort of chronological, but this one seems to be like, your eye makeup seems to be like quite a leap from the previous ones. Or am I just
okay, yes, this no, you absolutely, I just want to go back. Yes, because here I was still using watercolor. So this is one of the pictures. It wasn't my first picture with the Crayolan, but it was this now when I had the proper makeup, and you can already see the difference. And I mean, that isn't even a double layer. That's just a single doops, and then it's done. It makes a big difference. Yeah, and you can see also I'd contoured there. So my cheeks, everything. I mean, it just have a bit more. I don't know. It just has a bit more life.
Zhuzh.
Yeah. This picture, the story behind this, I'm actually sitting in my living room because we've got different color walls in the house. So I use the wall. And I really wanted to do, because I was given 5 kgs of cake sprinkles
Wow.
by this, by this company. I'm sorry, I've forgotten the name, but I will tell you afterwards. And so to get everything to stick to me, I put condensed milk. That's condensed milk. And then I literally just I just laid the sprinkles out, and I just kind of just kind of stuck them all over me and stuck them on the glasses and just a little bit on the face. But you know what the problem was after that shoot, I went to go turn the shower on. And as I turned the shower on, I just started rinsing the thing off, and then the water stopped, and we had no water. So now I was covered in condensed milk, and we had no water. So I had to go rinse myself out. Well, luckily we've got a borehole water outside, but I had to stand like half naked in the garden to rinse off all of this condensed milk.
Sure. So it's a 2-part shoot then, hey? So you've got the actual food shoot, and then afterwards you've got some sort of X-rated shoot happening.
I promise you, with Nutella and the peanut butter and anything with butters, it's horrible. It really. So I quite like this one, just because, I don't know, there's not much you can do with millies. So I was pretty impressed, and I had a shaved head then, which did make life a bit easier with head props.
Yeah. Did you think of putting individual milli kernels on your head, or was that just too much work?
No, it wouldn't have stuck because of my hair.
Okay.
And you see, the thing is, the kernels are slightly, they like cold and a little bit, they've got moisture, so they don't do well with the glue. So even I did a latest milli shoot where the millis are on my face, and getting them to stay there was next to impossible. I mean, it took a long time. Yeah. The shoots I did, I was at Rocker Mama's, and I just wanted to photograph with one of their milkshakes. I was in their bathroom. I had to put plastic bags all on the floor, over the toilet, like everywhere. There were just plastic bags everywhere, because I mean, I had no top in that on, obviously. And the same thing, I had condensed milk all over my face. That's ice cream all over me. And I was doing these pictures. My camera was covered in ice cream. But yeah, cleaning up after that as well, because I couldn't really wash my face afterwards. So I had to drive back to Randburg with looking like a sweet, really.
Did they know that you were doing it in their bathroom?
Yeah, no, they did. They didn't know that. I had to go there really early before they opened, because they had only one bar. It was the disabled bathroom. So I had to use it before they opened. So I was there quite early. But I think the staff must have thought I was crazy. They saw me like going back and forth, and then finally I was settled in the bathroom.
Cool.
So here, this is a canary melon. So now I was trying to get creative with how I'm going to involve the food and then do something creative on my face. So those are meant to be canaries. And then I just use the melon seeds to make the rest of their body. This was for Africa Spice. They asked me, I had to do about 7 or 8 spice pictures for them, using different models as well. But I really love this one with the peppercorns. It took me a good long time to make that fan, to make the logo on my neck, the earrings, but I'm very happy with how it came out. The white eyelashes also make a big difference.
Yeah.
And then this is just also Africa Spice. I like this one.
It's cool.
When a shoot comes out, and I didn't know my forehead, when I looked in the mirror and was doing it, it didn't look that good. So I was a little bit worried. And that's why I put the stripes on my neck, just in case the forehead was a bit of a flop. I had at least some other
distraction.
On. Yeah. So, but it actually turned out quite well. That milli is from my garden, I'm proud to say.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I've got a question about your equipment. First of all, what camera are you using, and what are you doing from a lighting point of view?
Oh yes, of course. So I use a Nikon D750, and I do have lights. Look, a lot of the times I don't use, lately I haven't been using lights, because I like the natural light that comes on with the selfies. The only thing is you do lose the quality.
Yeah.
But I just set a tripod up. I've got my camera, and then I use a cable, and then I just snap away, really. I mean, I've got my 50mm lens, which never comes off my camera.
Right.
So I use that for all my portraits.
That's very cool.
Yeah, and then I just, so you can see here the makeup started to get better by the lips there. Yeah, and then just, it's literally, you know, with photography, you've got to be different and you have to be creative. That's how you're going to get your name out there. So I knew with the food selfies, if I just kept at it and kept trying to do different things, that people would share it and they would talk about it. And I mean, the media that picked this up, it was amazing. It really was amazing. So I did this shoot when lockdown happened and when COVID, you know, hit. And yeah, and then I just did a lockdown for 25 days. I did pictures every day. And I think that might have killed it for me because I really went all out for it. And you know, when you're doing those types of portraits every day, it's exhausting. You know,
Sure.
It does take it out of you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you are going through the process of, you know, in fact, maybe you can answer this. So how do you go about coming up with these ideas? Do you go, okay, so these are the 4 food groups, etc. I mean, how do you come up with what food to use and what you're going to do with them?
So, you know, I get asked that question a lot and I don't know how to answer it because, you know, most of the times I've maybe prepped, the only times I've really prepped for a selfie is if I have to make, if the props take more than a day to make, then I've prepped for it.
Okay.
But otherwise I'll walk into a shop and I'll look at what food they have available, what veggies are out, what fruit is out, what's looking good. And then I'll see whatever's looking good. And if I think of an idea right there and then I'll obviously, but I was visiting Woolies and Pick and Pay in every day and just staring at their fruits and veg for about 15 to 20 minutes,
Right.
Trying to figure out what to do for the shoots. Yeah. But I do everything on the day. I'll buy the food and then do the shoots, everything right then and there. They can take from 45 minutes to 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know, it really does depend. Yeah.
No, and that'll definitely take a lot out of you if you're doing that. You know, you say what, straight for 25 days. That'll take a lot out of you.
And that's a lot of makeup. It's your face is going through. You know, it gets heavy on your face. Your eyes start to get like this picture with the syrup. It's Laos golden syrup, and that syrup got in my eye, and it was like cayenne pepper. It was painful. So I've got a little video, but I'll give it, you can share it later if it's easier, where it's in my eye and I'm just trying, because I like to still talk to my followers and everything when I'm experiencing all this pain. So that people can see like it's not all fun and games. Do you know what I mean?
If you want to play it, is it the next one?
And let's try. Yeah, it's the next one. Okay, let's try.
I have syrup everywhere. This eye is burning right now. I had to take the lash off this eye because the syrup was just getting everywhere, and I was actually struggling to keep this eye open. Oh my god, it hurts so much.
Oh wow!
It was so sore. I'm just going to skip through it. So there, I got it just before it went into my eye.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. So. And this, everybody, is Quinton's favorite picture. The pineapple is, I don't know why it keeps flicking through now, is Quinton's favorite picture. So then I started playing around. I don't know how to get, pause. Oh, there we go. Okay. So then I thought, well, let me play around with painting everything white and then like this picture here, because it was totally different to what I was used to doing, because I was getting so bored of my selfies, because for me they're all the same. It's the same thing the whole time, and this was a big change up for me. So I really enjoyed doing this one, and then you'll see. So I told my dad, shame, he was quite shocked, because I told my dad, I'm going to do a shoot for your aloe juice, right? And now he loves my food selfies, and he saw it and he's like, oh, that's not what I was expecting. Because it's so bizarre. It's a really odd photo.
Well, the thing with the pineapple is that
pouring it out of a jug.
The thing with the pineapple is that it was the I think it might have been the first one that I saw that was so transformative. It wasn't like, here's your face and here's a piece of fruit. It was, you are the fruit, and I think that's why for me it's got such a big impact.
maybe I should actually start doing that. Maybe I should become the fruits and the
Yeah.
vegetables. I mean, I haven't done it with all of them. So, and I really enjoy doing this. I just need to get sponsored with makeup because
Yeah.
it takes so much makeup to do that.
Sure. Okay. Well,
But,
let's. So what?
did enjoy doing
Crayolan. Is that who you're looking for?
Crayolan, oh, I tease them all the time. Crayolan, and I always do little stories with polls to say,
Yeah.
should Crayolan sponsor me?
Very
And
cool.
I tag them, so they know. They know.
Well, let's hope that let's hope they come to the party.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure when I get better and when I start posting again. And then okay, I'm just going to zoom in here. Can you see I stuck individual rice pieces onto string?
Just move your. I think it's is it the cursor that you need to move off your screen, and then that menu will go away. I think. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. There.
Oh wow.
So can you see it's
Yeah.
individual rice pieces stuck onto string?
Good
So
grief.
what I did was I just laid a piece of string down. I had to weight it down with bricks so that it didn't move, and then I put glue just in like 5 centimeter strips and just gently laid down each piece of rice.
Sure.
And I had to wait for it to dry before I could carry on. And then I did try to put rice on the fan, but because the fan had so many patterns and it's the same color as the rice, you couldn't really see anything. So it's meant to be a geisha, but you can't really see the rice. Oh, this picture. Oh my God. Okay, so the chocolate was hot, first of all. Getting in my eye, also extremely painful. It was messy. And I actually hated every single picture from the shoot. But my friend at the time, she said to me, she loved this picture and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But then after I edited it, I was like, actually, this is awesome because it's messy and it's dirty, but it's kind of sexy at the same time.
Yeah.
So I love it. It took a lot of work and the lighting, everything just worked. It's sharp. It was focusing on the right place because, it's all with the tripod, I've got to guess where I've got to try get in where it's focusing on my eye.
That's fantastic. Love it.
Okay, so this is a behind the scenes. You can see with my shaved head. So my housekeeper Petty, she had a sieve with flour, and she was busy during the shoot picture. She was sieving flour over my face for almond croissants or icing sugar.
Okay.
So that get that icing sugar effect over so that like a cake really, and it looks pretty there. But I mean, I look ridiculous there. Yeah. And then this was can I play this video?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm not yabbering on too much here.
No, not at all.
Okay, so I'm just going to do it.
So at least it's cold.
So now that gives you an idea of when you're working alone, how difficult it is, because I had to make that box. I've got to try judge where the popcorn is going, how everything is. And the first time I did the shoot, the popcorn was still hot because I'm that smart. And boiling kernels landed on my eyelids. And it was pretty excruciating. But yeah, that's it really. But from a photography perspective, I mean, it taught me a lot about portraits, how to pose people as well. It helped me with when I work with other people. I'm just trying to get my
do you want
screen up.
Do you want the screen back there?
Oh, well, I don't have. I've gone through all my pictures. I was like, Quentin, I've got like 27 photos.
Did you cut them out?
Yeah, I talk really fast.
No, I think it's very cool. What you were saying that giving you a bit of empathy for the people that you photograph.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, well, I can now understand what models are going through, and that's why it's so essential for portrait photographers. Now, and I also learned this with event photography. You've got to be quick when you take that photo. There's no faffing time. You've got to be quick when you take the photo. And I've worked with like stuff falling down your face, and you have to get it at like not where it's too high.
Yeah. It's
got to be right in the perfect spot. And you've just got to, and I can't see anything. So I'm just timing it by feeling where it is.
So your camera, does it have a flip out screen, or are you just taking them and hoping for the best? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That adds another layer.
Yeah, I can't see anything that I'm doing. So sometimes I have to take like 120 pictures. I'll find an amazing photo, the best photo,
Yeah.
pose everything, but it's out of focus.
Oh.
And then I can't use it. So, that is another constant struggle. I could take with my cell phone, but there's no point, because then I'm going to be looking at my cell phone to see where I am, and it's just going to take time.
Exactly. So you're a Nikon shooter.
Yes.
Okay, so Nikon. Yeah. I think we need a flip out screen selfie camera for Christy, so that she can take it to the second level, not just the next level.
If you know what? No, actually, there's a few things. Like, I need to work on making props. After seeing like Taryn Goldman, when she was showing her, when I saw that one crown that she had, I was like, I have got to start making things and props and everything. It's just buying, like it's just knowing what to buy and where to go, and then going ahead with it.
Well, I think that's maybe part of the planning. If you're walking into Woolworths and going, what should I shoot today? You're going to have a little bit of trouble making a full-on headdress, on the day.
Well, you should see my studio, where I keep everything in my garage. It's just chicken wire. I have got so much chicken wire.
Really?
And I've any insulate. I'm just trying to see. Oh, like here, this is one of my. This is a super simple prop.
Okay.
But I just took like little wooden society sticks, stuck them together, spray painted it red, and then hung strawberries off it.
Okay.
If it depends, but I can find lots of stuff in my garage. And normally I won't go to the shops, because I would have just woken up. So I'm still in my gown, and then I'm ready to do all my makeup and everything. Yeah. And I don't want to now change, because then it messes with the mojo. You're in the zone.
Absolutely.
When you're in the zone, you can't break that process.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. You've got the sort of, if that's your process, then that spontaneity is part of it. But I think that if you have if you're going to become the fruit, I think that you might need to have a little bit of a game plan. So these are the next 10 sort of things, and that might help the process. But like I said, it's a double-edged sword. If you plan it, it's maybe a bit more of a pain. Whereas if it's like, oh, today I am the tomato, then it's.
Well, for me, sorry to interrupt you. The problem with planning, because sometimes I have planned it, and I've planned and I've got an idea, and even in my videos, I'm telling people what the plan is.
Yeah.
But I will change it if I do my face. It all depends what happens as I paint my face.
Yeah.
Because then the plan changes. So it's very bad that I just kind of wing it. I totally wing it. And then I'll get all upset at the end. My poor followers, because I've put a lot of work, and then I refuse to post the picture, because now I'm just not happy with how it's looking, and they've had to follow this whole process, and now they don't even get to see it. They're like, hello.
When you're setting it up, is it live when you're setting it up? Are you doing like a live?
No, I just do a lot of stories, so that they can see every single process. So they have seen me being cut, having all sorts of stuff all over my face, in my eye. Like, no, they're with me the whole way.
It's very cool. I absolutely love it. I mean, I think the again, that pineapple one, I don't know why it's my favorite, but I think it's because it's it just transforms you from human to you were the pineapple. It's in PE or East London, there's the massive pineapple. It's like a building on a farm that does pineapples. I don't know what it's called, but we were on a roadshow down there, and we visited and went to the top, whatever. But it's I suppose it just reminded me of this. It was the pineapple. You were the pineapple, and I think that's cool. I think that if there was anything that I would say that let's see more of, that would be the become the fruit. I think that could be really, really cool. So here's the game plan: become the fruit. Crayolan, we need some makeup sorted.
Yes.
And Nikon, we need a flip out screen. Sorry.
Yes. And if anyone wants to sponsor a summer gown, that would be amazing, because I die of heat in my winter gown. But one gown that I use for everything. I'm like the female version of Hugh Hefner.
Oh, really?
I live in that. All my videos on Instagram, that people see me in my gown.
Yeah. Okay. Well, next time I'll look out for the gown. But we're going into winter, so it should be fine now. You know, I'm sure we can find a summer gown by November.
Yeah, hopefully.
Cool.
Look, you can already see the difference with my makeup. Can you see how some of my face is and the other half is like kind of normal?
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think it is really important. I mean, I had a client fairly recently who was a little, my face is quite textured, and I said to her, if that sort of look is what you're after, because I don't really like doing that porcelain sort of thing. I mean, I try and be as true to the person as possible, and not do the whole completely smooth thing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but they were they were a bit upset about the fact that it wasn't beautiful and whatever. And I said to them, and it holds true. If you want to get an exceptional finish on your portrait, a makeup artist that's just going to clean up any blemishes, that's such a fantastic start, because then the groundwork is laid, and you can move on from there. And as you say, it's so important.
And that's why I'm encouraging even the guys, because you can buy those little palettes. I mean, they're not that expensive considering the quality. And another very important thing to have, and I'm sure you would know, is fixing powder.
Yeah,
that's good for shine. You can't see the text note, but fixing powder is great for shine. So just having those little things, even to do on people that you're photographing, it's going to make your picture more amazing. The more you look at those details, the better.
So I think what we should do is we should probably put, if you can, in the chat, just put the name of those two items. And then what I'll do is I'll also put in your inspiration, whose name has slipped my mind.
Cristina Otero.
There we go.
Yes.
Then at least the guys can have a look at where it sort of started for you, and then also just look at the sort of makeup side of things. I mean, even as you say, even just a bit of powder to just even out that hot spots from the lights.
No, absolutely. And before I forget, my camera settings are on neutral.
Okay.
I put my camera setting on neutral, not because some people, when you get your camera, I think their normal setting for Nikon, I've forgotten what the normal setting is. It's not vivid, standard.
Yeah.
Take it off. Put it on neutral. The pictures look flat. But obviously, when you're editing, and neutral is the best for, I mean, I know it's got nothing to do with food selfies, but for events and night photography as well. Neutral is like vital in my books to have with all the colors.
Yeah.
You've gotta have it.
It's quite interesting. I've always defaulted to neutral, and it's you don't have as much contrast, etc. And because I look, if I take the shot and I look at the LCD, and if I don't feel like comfortable with it, then I start freaking out, and then I'm worrying about that as opposed to just enjoying the shoot and doing all of that kind of stuff. I found that with neutral, it looks fantastic. It's not too saturated. It's everything is fantastic. I shoot it in RAW anyway, so I'm going to change the what it looks like. But at least it gives me that sort of base to start from. And if you're shooting with JPEGs, then that's all built in or baked in once you've taken the shot. So then at least you've got that more neutral point to start from. So yeah, I agree with you 100% there. All right, so I don't see any more questions. Have you?
If anyone, I don't know if anyone will have questions. I suppose the food selfies are quite hard to ask questions for because nothing is planned. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, Taryn is saying when we play, I'm going to show you how to hook it up on your laptop. I don't know what that one was for. Taryn, what was that for?
It was probably for a better camera.
Maybe. It's probably so that you can see on your laptop through the camera. So
and then I can see this.
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't see the screen. I can't see what's happening if the pictures are there. So I don't know, and I don't want people to get bored if I'm on the same picture for too long or whatever the case may be.
No, I think she'll sort you out there because she's obviously also got a lot of experience in this whole thing. So and then she's your fan, Cristina. is amazing. She says, so
Yeah.
yeah, I think Ken Lovell saying very inspiring. Love your work.
Shame, thanks, guys.
Yeah, Terrence says for the flip out camera thing. So there we go. We've got a solution. Don't worry, Nick.
Already having so much help. Thank you.
And if anyone's
And
got
I'm
any
gonna
other
be
tips,
collaborating with Taryn hopefully sometime soon, and then we're going to do something awesome. So that should be pretty cool as
I
well.
can't wait. So once you've done it, then we'll have you guys both on, and you can take us through what you guys did. I think that'd be very cool.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Any other tips? Look, it comes to like a milk bath. You know, easy to make milk powder. You can even pre-mix it in a jug, add it to a milk, and setting the tripod up. You have to be careful above the bath and everything, but you can get really cool shots like that. And you know, it's just thinking of those different ways that you can do it, like putting your head in a box and filling it with oranges, or you know, there's always something. And Pinterest, obviously, I get a lot of ideas from Pinterest. But I'm just trying, during the day, I do everything. I start at 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning, latest, because I don't know how long the shoot is going to take me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's very cool. All right. So yeah, I mean, if anyone who's watching this has got,
I do have one more thing to say.
Yeah.
Sorry. If you're using, for people who want to play around with face paints, cream is very, very important. So I use the Nivea, that like double thick cream, and I will put it on my face. And I'll put it anywhere where I'm painting. The Crayola makeup, it comes right off, but trust me, with cream, then it just comes off. You don't struggle with it stuck in all your little crinkles and all of that.
And I suppose it doesn't start staining your skin either.
No. So, but
cool.
yeah, and that's it. But thanks so much again for having me and listening to me rattle on about the pictures.
It was an absolute pleasure. I'm really glad that I got a chance to chat to you and hear some of the stories behind the pictures. And I'm really looking forward to the Become the Fruit series.
Yes, become the fruit, become the vegetable.
Yeah, there we
tag
go.
Hunter every time that happens.
Absolutely.
Hey, Quentin, I'm becoming the vegetable.
And then I'm going to go, hold on, I'm watching this now. What? Yeah, so absolutely. And then we'll see when you and Taryn have done your collab, we'll touch base with you then and see what you guys have done. But yeah, I mean, thank you. Yeah, what? Are you going to interrupt again now?
I'm the worst with last minutes. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible interrupting person. I am doing a shoot next week for Cupcakes of Hope with Brent from Good Things Guy. And I'm just going to be covering him in like icing and cupcakes and everything. Cool. So that's going to be happening next week, Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, fantastic. Won't you, I suppose you won't really be doing that. It won't be live, hey?
I'll be doing videos. I'll be doing videos as we do it. So
very cool.
I'll let everyone know the day before, and then he's going to be arriving at about midday. So fantastic. I'll be in the morning just reminding everyone. Yeah.
Very cool. I mean, and if you want to, tag us so that we can, follow you as you do it, that would be really cool.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now before you interrupt me again.
Yes. Okay. I'm not going to interrupt anymore.
Yeah. Fine. Black Rooster Studio says, looking forward to more portraits. Taryn, great talk, guys. Thanks, Taryn. Okay, cool. Have you got anything else you want to say? Are you sure? I appreciate it, Christy. It's been a great chat. Glad you came on and fantastic to see all your images. And I look forward to seeing what's coming up in the future. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And thank you to everyone who's watching and everyone's support. It keeps me going. Wow.
Fantastic.
With photography.
Fantastic. Love it. Thanks very much. Hey, have a good evening.
Okay, you too. Cheers. Bye.